Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're diving into the commands that are, quite frankly, your ticket to getting hired and being effective from day one. These are the absolute must-know, fundamental Linux commands that you'll use every single day. So let's jump right in.
Okay, just imagine it. It's your first day on the job. You're feeling good, you sit down at your new computer, you open up that black window with the little blinking cursor, the terminal. Now what? That moment, knowing exactly what to type next, is what separates the pros from the beginners. It's all about confidence.
So first things first, before you can start running, you gotta know where you're standing. In the Linux world, that means knowing your exact location in the file system. Think of it like finding that "you are here" marker on a giant mall map. It's your starting point for everything. Now, every single time you open a terminal, you land in a special place, your home directory. This is your personal space, your digital home base. It's where all your files and folders live. And you'll see this little squiggly line, the tilde symbol, all the time. That's just a super handy shortcut for your home directory. It's your anchor. But how can you be sure where you are? Let's say you get lost. What do? Well, there's a simple command, pwd. It stands for Print Working Directory. You type pwd, hit enter, and boom, it tells you your exact full path. It's impossible to be lost when you have pwd. All right, you know where you are. Now it's time to actually move around. And for that, we use the cd command, which stands for Change Directory. I'm not kidding, you are going to use this command constantly. Mastering it is absolutely non-negotiable. Okay, listen up, because this is a huge interview topic. To use cd, you need to know about paths. An absolute path is like giving a full street address, starting from the very top, the root, which is just a single slash. A relative path, on the other hand, is like giving directions from where you're currently standing. Using ... for instance, just means go up one folder. Understanding this difference is a real game changer. So here are the greatest hits for cd. You can jump anywhere with a full path. You can go up a level with cd ... If you ever get lost, just type cd by itself and it'll take you straight home. And here's a fantastic pro tip. Cd followed by a hyphen. That little command takes you back to the last directory you are in. It's a lifesaver, trust me. Moving around is great, but eventually you need to build your own stuff, right? You need folders for your projects. That's where mkdir for make directory and rmdir for remove directory come into play. This is where you stop being just a tourist and start becoming an architect of your own workspace. Let's see how these pieces fit together. It's a pretty common dance. First, you'll make a directory, let's call it projects, using mkdir. Then you'll cd right into it. When you're done, you go back up with cd ... And finally, if you don't need it anymore, you clean up after yourself with rmdir. See? They flow together perfectly. Now, here is a super important heads up about rmdir. It has one major rule. It will only, and I mean only, delete a directory if it's completely empty. If there's a single file in there, it'll say, nope, not going to do it. It's actually a safety feature, so you don't accidentally wipe out a whole project. So you've moved around, you've even made a folder, but how do you see what's actually inside? What files are in here? For that, you need the ls command, which just stands for list. It's like turning on the lights and looking around the room. Just typing ls is okay, but the real magic comes from adding little options or flags. Using -l gives you a long, detailed list with permissions and file sizes. Using -a shows you all the files, even the hidden ones. But the one you're going to use a million times is ls-la. It combines them both. You get a complete, detailed view of everything. Seriously, burn that one into your memory. All right, let's do a quick recap. This is your cheat sheet. We started at our home, our base camp. We used pwd to figure out where we are. We use cd to move around. Remember, absolute versus relative paths. Then we used mkrd and rmdir to build and clean up our workspace. And finally, ls to see what's going on. These are the absolute building blocks. Okay, theory's one thing, but you've got to be able to perform under pressure. So let's do a quick pop quiz. These are questions you are very, very likely to get in a tech interview. Ready? Let's see what you got. First question. You need to create a new folder called projects. And here's the key. It has to be created in your home directory, no matter where you currently are in the file system. How do you do it with one single command? And the answer is
mkdir/home/projects. Using that tilde shortcut is what makes this the best answer. It's precise, it works from anywhere, and it tells the interviewer that you know the shortcuts that make you efficient. It's clean and it's fast.
Question number 2. You need to see everything inside a directory. I'm talking all the normal files, all the hidden configuration files, and you need to see all the details, permissions, owner, size, everything. What's the command for that?
You got it? ls-la. This is that powerhouse command we talked about. The L for the long, detailed view, and the A to show all files. This is just bread and butter stuff for any developer or sysadmin, and you're expected to know it cold.
All right, final question. This one tests the fundamentals. You type cd followed by 2 dots and you hit enter. Explain what happens. The answer is simple. It takes you to the parent directory. You move one level up in the file system's tree structure. Nailing this answer shows that you understand how relative paths work and how the whole system is organized. It seems small, but it's absolutely crucial. So, let's bring it all home. Why did we focus so hard on just these few commands? Because they are the bedrock. They are the foundation upon which everything else in Linux is built. From running complex software to writing your own powerful scripts, it all starts right here. And that really leads us to the final thought here. You now know how to do these things manually. But what if you could automate them? What if you could chain these commands together into a script that does 10 steps with one command? Well, you can. And that's where the real power begins. Thanks for joining us today.